Good morning. I'm Ilka Oster, faster EFT practitioner focusing on wealth for entrepreneurs, and this is Jo Drennan, conscious parent and founder of School Stuff Sorted. Welcome to Mooloolaba Beach again, Jo.
Hey, morning Ilka.
Good morning. And thank you so much to everyone for your comments on our last video, for telling us about how you get inspired or how the pressure of deadlines helps you. It was really great to read all of that. We've got another question for you today, and so hope that you give us your insights again. So how's the planning been going this week, Jo?
Well, it's been a fairly scheduled week, and I'll show you that on my whiteboard. There's lots happening this week, and it was going really well until I went back to my whiteboard and found that someone had a little bit of fun with it. You are a rascal.
Yes, and that does lead us to what we wanted to talk about today, because you know, someone like you getting your whiteboard messed with could lead to you being fairly annoyed by that.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a little bit like me when I'm being really loud and people say, shh. Yeah.
Does that get under your skin when people do that to you?
Yeah, it can sometimes, but of course, you know, my awesome tapping technique that I use has really, really helped me, because I've tapped on a lot of those triggers, we call them, don't we?
Yeah, triggers.
Yeah.
But I completely understand the shushing. In fact, when we were first coming here to Mooloolaba Beach, a few times I had to go, Ilka, can you just keep it down a little bit? You know, I was concerned about people around, but I've learned to completely let go of that. But there are people who certainly get, triggered. We call it triggered. I'd prefer a gentler word. We say how kids get under our skin and trigger us, and it's like there's going to be this explosion, and I think our psychology follows our words. We have to be really careful with our words, and when we say get under our skin, it's like something painful, and trigger, there's going to be an explosion, something's bad's coming.
I think that it is like that though, isn't it? I think a trigger or someone who gets under your skin, like, it can really rile you up. That's another word. Pull your chain. There's an Australian one.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, that can have a positive connotation, but I think if somebody, you know, your partner or your children trigger you, that's a really true mirror of something you need to look at in yourself, perhaps, then it can be huge.
Can we just talk about that for a little bit? Something that you need to look at within yourself, because I know with children we tend to go, well, they're doing this to me. That's a little bit challenging to understand.
Yeah. Here they are, the boys.
No swearing. We're recording.
All you're doing is talking shit. S-H-I-T. What about us?
What about it? Where you go? Do you want to be on Facebook?
There we are.
Oh, wait. What about me?
What about me? You behave yourself, you good.
Have a good day.
Okay, we will.
Bye.
See ya. Just a little interlude there.
Yes. They really get under my skin when they interrupt our interview.
What were we talking about?
Triggers.
Oh, yes.
And
the mirror.
wording. The mirroring.
Yeah, the mirroring.
For some, that's a difficult concept to understand. That it's about you and what's going on inside you, rather than what's happening with the kids or the spouse, the people who are triggering you.
Yeah, and we do tend to, particularly if we're in a bit of an argument with our partner or whatever, we do tend to say, you made me. And that just isn't really possible. Someone can't make you feel a certain way. You feel that, you know, the trigger is you feeling it. So a more correct response, which, you know, I'm guilty of not doing this, but I'll say, I feel like it is I feel a certain way. Yeah, because it's taking self-responsibility.
Taking ownership for your own feelings.
Yes, and you're speaking soon, Jo. Oh, Friday.
Yes, I had my plan.
Yeah.
My whiteboard planned out.
at the Conscious Parenting conference, and you'll be talking a little bit about this, won't you?
Yes. Well, it's not the Conscious Parenting Conference, this
Oh,
one.
no, it's a Women's Expo, sorry.
Yes. The Women's Lifestyle
Yes.
Expo at
Yeah.
Tanawa this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
But I will be speaking about conscious parenting
That's right.
and giving practical tips for bringing this into your life, because it is a slightly off-centre way of parenting, and some of the aspects, some of the ways to treat your kids can be somewhat different to what we're doing right now in society.
A little bit different to perhaps what the nanny brought to us.
Oh, the super nanny.
The super nanny. Yeah. What do you think of that
Very
show?
different. It's funny. A few years ago, I liked the show. I liked what she did. I liked the way they presented her on camera. You know, she was quite hard, and the way they did her hair. Like I like looking at that side of things. But I don't agree with the techniques used to calm the kids. I think that what they were doing was bringing instant calm to a situation, but breaking over the long term, breaking the connection with the child. And I think some of the great things she did though was look at the parents as individuals and give them strength within themselves to be able to parent. I think that's the challenge.
Yeah. Because of course children will pick up on your confidence or your lack thereof, or what boundaries you have around things. And of course they do want strong boundaries too. So it's not about not being able to hold those, or but yeah, that show was, a lot of it I didn't really like at all for that reason. I thought that she was good with perhaps the parents, but then the interaction between the child and the parent was a little bit disconnected.
Disconnected,
disconnected.
I'd be curious. It would be great to see, like, down the track, if they did a further story on how the families were going, like 10 years down the track.
And I think that concept of mirroring can be in a positive as well. And so a child, it's often very important when they're small to mirror their feelings back to them. And not something I've got right every time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, because again, your own triggers. So working on your own triggers, and then being able to hold space for a child better because you're not dealing with your own triggers, I think is massively important.
Absolutely. And to separate the emotion from the behaviour.
Yeah.
Because there can be anger and perhaps hate, but there's always an underlying emotion. If you just look a little bit further, there's an unmet need or a crossed boundary that we can go looking for, rather than us instantly reacting based on our triggers. And if a child, I hate you, you're the worst mother ever, I could do things like,
that's a good one.
don't you speak to me like that, go to your room.
Yeah.
But I could step back, take a moment and look for what's going on underneath those words.
Yes. And then form that will bring in a connection with the child that they feel heard, they feel acknowledged. And this is what an adult would want. An adult wants to feel heard and acknowledged. That's sometimes how an adult will get triggered with a partner when they're not feeling that.
Yes.
Yeah. Same.
What we all need. And I think that's what true connection is, being able to show up as yourself, your authentic self, and trust that the people around you can be with that. Can get that and not require you to behave a different way. You can just be, and that's okay.
And that may mean that you'll have a bad day here and there. You might not be your best self every time, but it's pretty amazing to have people around you that can support you through your good days and your bad days. Must be why they do that in weddings, through sickness and health.
You think?
But it's kind of like that.
Love, honour and obey. Do you want to go there?
No, not there.
Okay.
But it's kind of like that, that humans we're human.
Yes.
So we're going to have good days. We're going to have times when we're not so
Yeah. And just being there for someone, being able to hold space and allowing the emotion to come out, often that is the gold, just holding space. Oh,
Yes.
with my middle daughter taught me this, because I always went to fix it mode. Okay, can you just hurry up, finish talking so that we can solve this problem? And then she taught me that.
So we're just alluding to the bins being emptied over here.
Yeah, a little bit loud in the background.
To remember that he does it on time every day.
Back to my story. You're really
Yes.
triggering me here, Ilka. Can I finish my story?
Okay, sorry.
So, so my daughter taught me, yes, that the fixing is not in doing anything. It's just about sitting there and listening and letting her get it out, tell me, and that's it. And finish with a hug and oh, I get it. It was so easy when I learned this. I didn't have to do anything. Just sit there, get present, and listen.
Oh yeah, that's massive, and I could definitely learn from that too, because I tend to go into fix-it mode a lot too. So it's slowing down and just going. You know, you don't need to have a solution. Yeah, brilliant. So what's coming up then?
Well,
Apart from the
Friday's talk, and then there's more. There's got to be more. There's always more to life.
Well, I'll be at the Raising Happy Kids Expo on Saturday and Sunday. It goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the Gold Coast.
This Friday,
oh,
Saturday,
and then I'm
Sunday.
off to Nepal. I wanted to say that
yes,
too.
yes.
Yes, I'm off to Nepal on the 9th of October, and we do still have spots for that. If anyone would like to come with us,
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
post message me or comment below. It is going to be very amazing.
Yeah.
14 days of hiking in Nepal.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
And
so
that's
cool.
women only, is it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
women only. Yeah, so tell us what triggers do you have? You know, who tends to trigger you? Who gets under your skin? Is it something that you see on a daily basis that triggers you, or what has to happen to trigger you? We'd really like to hear.
Yeah, and is it recurring? Can you pick it up that, like, if
Yes.
you start to look at it, can you see that that's just the same pattern happening over and over?
Yeah, and perhaps in the past, has there been a recurring pattern? Tell us your ideas about this, or any comments at all about triggers. Love to hear them. All right, so what do you reckon?
Yep, sounds good.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, and
Inspire someone today.
See you next week at Mooloolaba, 6 a.m.